shout out to the white folk out there who are finally standing up for their damn selves and no longer taking this food slander. For too long, y'all been told that y'all food is not seasoned, y'all don't know seasoning, and y'all food don't hit the same, okay? Now, I looked up a list of the top 10 most popular foods in the world, and, I knew some of the usual suspects would be there, such as Chinese food, you would have Mexican food, things of that nature. But don't forget about Italian food now. Don't forget about Italian. Don't forget about Spanish food now, because y'all like to consider them white as well. And Italians, you like to consider them white. So if you're going to talk about white people food, let's really talk about it. And y'all like to talk about how the seasoning in the food doesn't exist. Look, I'll be damned. I don't know where you're eating. I don't know where you've ever ate, but I would say diversify your palate. And sometimes we may need to, to simmer down on how many damn spices we got going on. Yes, I love all of that, but I know there's a reason why our folks are getting the damn gout. We end up with type 2 diabetes and all sorts of problems. We got too much salt going on and too much sugar going on. Let's just be real. So shout out to this chick right here who called it exactly how she saw it. She said, enough is damn enough. So we're about to get into this video. We're about to have a good time. Here for a good time, not a long time. So go ahead, get yourself a little something to sip on. Water preferably. Get rid of the cognac. Throw out the damn Hennessy. Chill the hell out, okay? Do better for yourself and the people around you. They love you, and you should love yourself too. So anyway, sip, sip. Let's get into it.
This is a PSA to the seasoning police on this app. If in your brain you only view seasoning as things like garlic powder, onion powder, or maybe something like rosemary, if this is what you view as seasoning,
in the comments quick, how many of y'all got that garlic powder in your damn cabinet right now? How many of y'all in the pantry, you got this big ass thing right here? Why are we like this? I know good and damn well I got that big ass bottle.
Powder,
I'm done.
Onion powder, or maybe something like rosemary. If this is what you view as seasoning and seasoning only, let me pose you a question. What does this come from? Granulated garlic, what is that? Garlic? Onion powder, what does that come from? Dehydrated onion? Let's take a look at the spice rub. Dehydrated garlic, onion, and bell pepper.
I sauteed those bell peppers along with my onion and garlic.
What is so funny to me is...
Okay, so I'm getting a little context. I think she put out a video and they probably cooked her for not cooking with enough seasoning. And so she came back with the fire for that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I am very guilty of essentially perceiving seasoning as just the spices. There was cognitive dissonance taking place when I first saw this video. I said, wait a minute. Yeah, the onions, technically, we got the rose. Okay, you got the fresh rosemary, but I got the dried rosemary. You got we got the fresh onion, but then I got damn, that is seasoning.
From dehydrated onion. Let's take a look at the spice rub. Dehydrated garlic, onion, and bell pepper.
I sauteed those bell peppers along with my onion and garlic.
What is so funny to me is if I had just doused my chicken in this rub alone, the seasoning police would be out of my comments. They wouldn't even be in there. But the second it's fresh garlic or fresh onion or fresh bell pepper.
Y'all know she ain't like season the damn food. If you ain't getting gout, then it's out. That's my new slogan right there. If you can't get the gout, if the chicken don't give you no gout, then it's out. She came ready. She got that little passive aggressive. Okay? Oh, freaking K? Yeah, I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you. We got freaking season all over here. We got seasoning. We're going to season today. You're going to get seasons today. You're getting seasoned. And you're still going to get the gout.
Pepper. It's automatically not seasoning. And let me just say one last thing. If you're one of those people that loves to watch cooking competitions and a judge says something is under seasoned, they're talking about salt. Under seasoning your food means there's not enough salt in it. Salt is going to bring out the flavor of onion, the flavor of garlic, the flavor of whatever.
Did y'all know that's what salt did? I'll be honest, God honest truth. You know, if you're on this channel, all I'm gonna tell you is the facts. I never knew that salt was like an enhancer of everything else, but it makes sense when she said it though. Because, you know, in the everything seasoning or some of these other seasonings, when you have salt in there, it just hits different. I never thought to myself it's an enhancer, but she's gonna go ahead and explain exactly why.
Random spice rub that you have. And let me just say that if your food tastes a little off, it's not because you need to add more powder.
Why? Look at her face when she said that. She's talking to you. She's talking to you. Black folk, she's talking to y'all. She's talking to me. Because again, look at the pantry is stacked. 763 bottles of God knows whatever it is. Gout.
More powder. It's most of the time because you need to add more salt or some sort of acid like lemon juice or vinegar.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, she's not playing. She was not playing. She came in hot and ended with the okay. She put now. Thank you, sis. Look. Shout out to the women out there who can still cook. Look, she was not playing. Shout out to the ladies out there who know how to cook. Brothers, learn how to cook as well. It's a life skill. It's a life skill and it's a necessary one. Cooking was one of the most valuable skills I learned in just everyday life, right? Outside of career, outside of monetization, things of that nature, marketing, blah, blah, blah. Cooking is invaluable, especially in the day and age where, frankly, it's seeming like more and more chicks, they don't know how to cook. So we want to have these traditional households, etc. And it's like 25% of what's on that list of things that, you know, I would be willing to trade my time going to the job or, you know, working my ass off and bringing the money. Sis can't cook. What the hell are we doing here? What are we doing? So that's why, fellas, learn to cook. Learn to cook. It will save you time, energy, money, most importantly. You learn how to cook at the house, you're going to save a lot of money because these restaurants, they always overcharge because they need their margin. It's a business. That's what that's about. It's not because they're all trying to scam you, even though some of them, you know, they're going to get a crazy margin, but most food, it doesn't have high margins per plate or whatever it is, right? So, yeah, shout out to the ladies who can cook and really can cook. She knows the science of food. I didn't know about the citric acid bringing out the rest of the flavors. I didn't understand that. I just thought, shit, let me throw some lemon on that bit. Let me throw some salt on that bit. I need more salt on that bit. Not understanding it's actually bringing out the... Now, that doesn't mean put the whole damn bottle of salt on it. You understand? You don't... Look, I cut sugar out my life, and it's been one of the best decisions I've made for my health. If you still want sugar, you don't have to have all the sugar. You don't need all the sugar. All of the sugar is not necessary. You understand me? Some sugar, okay, fine. You can maybe get away with it sparingly, right? All the sugar is an issue. You got folks who are putting as much sugar as salt in a damn dish that sugar is not even supposed to exist in. That's not normal. But again, you need some seasoning. You need some seasoning. Sometimes we be throwing stuff we don't even know what is what. We just saw mama doing it, grandmama doing it. That's what I did when I got my own spot and now I had to cook every day for myself. I was just getting every little bottle out. Boom, boom, boom. Right? The McCormick, boom. You understand me? Bah, 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 bah. Just smack. Boom, bah, 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 bah. See, that's seasoned. What the hell does that mean? It means it's probably saturated with too much damn sodium. It's probably got too many damn variations. That's why your stomach is grumbling like it is. That's not normal. That's why the gas is gassing. You understand me? You got too much going on here. And then the palate starts to get messed up. The palate, when you eat so many rich foods, etc., and then you eat a normal food, the normal food doesn't taste normal anymore. You need something that's going to kick you in the behind. That's going to smack the hell out of you because the food is just not fooding. You know, so we can learn from each other. Some white folks, y'all can learn to put, just a little extra something on it. A little something extra on it. Like we can ease on down the road. We can ease off some of these condiments that we're putting onto our food that are causing the gout. If it ain't giving you the gout, then you throwing it out. No. Let your palate actually taste the real food. Can you taste the tomato? Do you remember what a tomato tastes like? Can you taste the garlic? Now, I don't want to taste the garlic. I'll be honest with you. Garlic, I'm cool off a lot of garlic. I know garlic is like one of the most prominent. The breath, the garlic and the breath of the garlic and the stench, and then you sweating and you got all that other stuff in you, all the concoctions. Now you smelling like a whole rotisserie in the trash. That's no, stop it. Michael Jordan stop it. So, yeah, shout out to her. I said, I got to get into this video. I know this ain't, this is for entertainment purposes only. But I said, wow. Well, actually, she did educate us a little bit, though. There was some education in there. But damn. Yeah, somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it. And as far as I'm concerned, I need to continue to learn from the people around me. I need to continue to integrate new information. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with the damn gout. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there. Or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. But I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up. You know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises. You get to praising.